Tom and Ben News, United Kingdom. Pensions and benefits are set to rise by 10% to put them in direct correlation with the ever-increasing rate of inflation, which is not in double digits.
Despite this, the government has been informing workers across the nation to take a real-term pay cut. It was also confirmed by the Treasury on Tuesday that the triple lock on pensions will be re-established following its cancellation in the pandemic.
The move, which guarantees that every year the state pension increases by the highest of inflation wage growth of 2.5%, will take the annual payout for retirees beyond £10,000 for the first time.
A powerful 6.1 magnitude earthquake has struck about 27 miles from the southeastern Afghan city of Khost. Tremors were felt across more than 311 miles of Afghanistan, Pakistan and India, according to the European Mediterranean Seismological Centre, and the depth was 32 miles.
The rate of inflation has risen to a fresh 40-year high of 9.1% in May, according to the latest official figures.
The update from the Office for National Statistics represents a slight uptick on the 9% figure of the previous month, driven upwards by April's unprecedented rise in the energy price cap.
The ONS said the main driver in May was the rise in the cost of food and non-alcoholic beverages, especially compared with the falls seen at the same time last year. In monthly terms, consumer prices were up 0.7% in May.
South Korea has successfully launched its first satellite into orbit, stepping up the country's ambitions in space. It was the second launch from the homegrown Korean Satellite Launch Vehicle 2, known as Yuri, which took off from Gwohwang, about 310 miles south of Seoul.
Tough new US regulations on the import of goods from the Xinjiang region of China have now come into effect. Under the rules, firms have to prove imports from the region are not produced from using forced labour.
Well, this one's going to be strange. A hay devil was filmed in a field in Clusthiden near Culhampton, Devon, as a farmer was turning hay.
These hay devil whirlwinds occur in calm, very sunny conditions when a fast-rising column of warm air begins to rotate.
BBC Southwest meteorologist David Brains said, "You get a circulation developing that can cause a little mini tornado to form, but as quickly as it forms and lifts a bit of hay or straw, it dies away."
Martin Trude, who filmed it, said he was lucky to be in the right place to film it. Okay, before we go to the next news story, we are going to have a look at some news stories that you guys have sent in to us, as we have promised at the end of the previous season.
And our first set of news stories coming to us from Talking Tom and Friends, who reports to us that 4 daycare workers are in connection to giving children melatonin without parental consent, and that Ryan Fitzpatrick is announcing that he is retiring after 17 NFL seasons.
Our next news story comes into us from Crossbones Billy, who reports that Skittles, Starbursts and Lifesaver gummies are being recalled for possible metal strips.
And our final news story from the viewers also comes into us from Crossbones Billy, who says that Ford is recalling 250,000 SUVs that roll away while in parking mode.
Well, that's all from Viewers News. If you'd like to be featured in this settlement, then please get your news stories sent to us via the comments section below or via our Facebook page. Link is in the descriptions box below. Okay, it seems that we have breaking news coming in that hundreds of British Airways workers at Heathrow Airport have voted to go on strike over pay. Unite and GMB union members, who are mostly check-in staff, backed industrial action earlier today.
A total of 700 workers are set to strike during the summer holidays when demand from travellers is expected to be near pre-pandemic levels. The union said the action was due to a 10% pay cut imposed during the peak of the pandemic not being reinstated.
Some 500 Unite members recorded a 94.7% vote in favour of industrial action, while 95% of GMB members backed the walkout. The strike dates will be confirmed in the coming days, and we shall keep you up to date if any information comes to us. To other news now, and a man whose YouTube channel showed him driving high-performance cars at high speeds on busy public roads in the UK has been sentenced for dangerous driving.
Adil Habib, aged 25, from Hare Hills in Leeds, was behind the Surtee Drivers channel, which had more than 68,000 subscribers.
He pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and encouraging dangerous driving at Leeds Crown Court on Tuesday. Khabib, who was already serving a 4-year jail term on drug charges, was given a 27-month sentence. Appearing in the court by video link, he was also disqualified from driving for 49 months.
Kids, never, ever, ever try that at home. The European Court on Human Rights block on sending asylum seekers to Rwanda could be overturned by ministers under new proposals. The plan being introduced to Parliament would allow ministers to ignore the court's injunctions.
It is in addition to planned changes to the Human Rights Act and could also affect future cases involving migrants. Critics say the proposals are confusing and would create 2 tiers of rights that hand more power to ministers.
But Deputy Prime Minister and Justice Secretary Dominic Raab said his proposed Bill of Rights fixed problems with the Human Rights Act without abandoning it altogether. Unveiling the plans, Mr Raab confirmed the government would not quit the European Convention on Human Rights, a set of legal safeguards allowing ordinary people to challenge what they say is unfair treatment by the government.
I have no idea why you were talking at 125 miles an hour there, but anyways, moving on. Passengers across England, Scotland and Wales have had their travel plans disrupted on Monday and of course earlier today by the train strike actions.
The biggest train strike in 30 years has disrupted travel for millions, hit businesses and heightened anxiety for students trying to get to exams. The RMT union says turnout at picket lines has been fantastic and shows that, quote, we will win.
London Underground workers have also gone on strike in separate disputes over pensions and job losses, and the Prime Minister has called on passengers to stay the course because proposed reforms are in their interest.
A prototype space factory that can produce materials impossible to make on Earth will be the first rocket to launch from UK soil later this summer. Welsh startup Spaceforge will use microgravity and the vacuum of space to make stronger, lighter metal alloys and super-efficient semiconductors.
And finally, England cricket captain Ben Stokes missed Tuesday's training session before the 3rd test against the New Zealand Black Caps because he felt unwell.
The all-rounder, aged 31, travelled to Leeds from his home in the northeast while the squad trained in Headingley. England hold an unassailable 2-0 lead in the series, with the final test starting as of today.
Stokes, who had returned a negative COVID-19 test, is yet to name an official vice-captain. He took over from Joe Root in April and has seen England win his first 2 tests as full-time skipper. Here is the UK's weather, and tonight showers will continue across Wales and western parts of England, these reaching eastern Scotland later. Clear spells elsewhere, but the northwest will remain cloudy with spots of rain.
Tomorrow, England, Wales and Northern Ireland will be rather cloudy with sharp showers in places. Scotland will see some sunshine, but heavy showers will also develop, particularly in the afternoon.
Turning cooler and windier over the coming days as low pressure moves in from the west. Saturday will have a mixture of sunshine and showers, these most frequent to the west. Sunday will have heavy blustery showers in the north and west, but the southeast will be drier.
Monday will again see sharp showers breaking out across the west, staying drier towards the east, and that is your weather.
And that's all today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe and we shall see you in 2 Mondays' time. In the meanwhile, you can check us out on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Tom and Ben News for UK. Use the Facebook app. Link is in the description. And click the like and follow buttons.
Also, because it's the 6th anniversary of Brexit, Happy Independence Day, United Kingdom.